Good morning, Cougars. This is Mr. Suarez. Hoping you have a great day. Today is Thursday, February the 3rd, 2022. Today is Honor Roll Day, and of course, we're celebrating our Black history throughout the whole month. So we have an online activity for you all today. Please give your attention to Berkeley for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
I wanna see you stand. I wanna feel your beat. I wanna hear you beating heart. Live out loud. Stand up now if you want. Stand up now. Live out loud.
Some happy news for our family here at Congress Middle School. Administration would like to welcome the following individuals: Ms. Campbell, Math Academic Tutor; Ms. Campbell, Paraprofessional; Ms. Young, Paraprofessional; Mr. Moulton, Media Clerk; Ms. Amklar, Attendance Clerk; Ms. Vale, Front Desk Clerk; and Mrs. Fenelon, ISS Teacher. Also, I'd like to congratulate the following Congress Middle School Cougars on their promotion: Mrs. Mengua, now our new data processor, previously office clerk; and of course Miss Irene, our dance teacher, who was an artist in residence, now full-time on staff. Congratulations to you all. Willie O'Ree. Who was the first African American to play in the NHL? Willie O'Ree. The first black player in the NHL to be honored with the Bruins and expected to be honored by Congress. The NHL became the last major professional sport league to add black players to its ranks, when Willie O'Ree, then a 22-year-old forward, skated for the Boston Bruins in the late 1950s. Let's give it to him.
Willie O'Ree was the Jackie Robinson of hockey, the first black player in the NHL. Here he is at 22 years old in the 1950s, the late 1950s, as a rookie forward for the Boston Bruins. Since then, he's continued to be a powerful influence on the sport, promoting hockey in minority communities. Now his contributions are being recognized in Boston and on Capitol Hill. Major Garrett spoke with O'Ree and shares his remarkable story.
Boston went O'Ree down the ice.
Willie O'Ree became the first black player in the National Hockey League in 1958, suiting up for the Boston Bruins.
And it's 3-1.
O'Ree, now 86, was playing minor league hockey in Quebec when he got the call.
On January the 18th, 1958, the Bruins called the Quebec Aces and says, we want O'Ree to meet the Bruins in Montreal to play 2 games against the Montreal Canadiens.
O'Ree did what Jackie Robinson had done 11 years earlier: integrate a white sport as a black professional.
They sat me down and said, Willie, we brought you up because we think you can add a little something to the club. Don't worry about anything else, about just going out and playing your game.
The speedy winger did, and afterward described it this way.
It was the greatest thrill of my life, I believe. I'll always remember this day.
I'm going to ask you a question. I think in the first period you looked like you were a little nervous, were you?
Yes, a bit.
It scared you a little.
Yes, it did.
O'Ree was talking about achieving his ultimate goal, playing in the NHL, not making racial history.
I didn't recognize that I had broke the color barrier until I read it in the paper the next day.
Did you encounter any racial hostility?
Oh, yeah. You know, from different players and fans in the stand, different players on the opposition. Yeah, I heard the racial remarks and racial slurs, and it was in Chicago and New York, probably the worst problems I had.
Black players in pro sports knew what to expect and were expected to endure it in silence.
In terms of this business of being a Jackie Robinson, of hockey. Have you had any troubles?
No, none that you could say that were troubles. I've heard a few jeers like that, but I guess all hockey players get that.
And O'Ree goes back for Boston.
O'Ree played 45 games in the NHL over 2 seasons, then flourished in minor league hockey, winning 2 scoring titles.
I remember the first time I came into this building.
In San Diego, where O'Ree played 8 seasons, his number is the only one in the rafters. Next week,
O'Ree getting set.
The Boston Bruins will retire O'Ree's number, 22.
I'm overwhelmed and really excited. But golly, I'm really thrilled.
O'Ree is already in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He has a statue at the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and he is on the verge of receiving the Congressional Gold Medal.
He really is somebody that exemplifies courage and, what we want as a role model for our kids.
Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan and Congressman Mike Quigley of Illinois have led the gold medal effort, Congress's highest civilian award.
When you started talking to your colleagues, did any of them know who Willie was?
No.
How about you, Mike?
Very, very few knew who he was. I'll be honest. I grew up not knowing who Willie was.
Was it a hard sell once you had the conversation?
No,
Senator?
in fact, people would go, the first black player in the NHL, wow.
And when he went to the Chicago Stadium as a Boston Bruin, the fans were the worst in the league, and so were the players. It's tough to hear because these were my heroes growing up.
This story, it has a twist.
I had an unfortunate accident.
Willie O'Ree, the NHL's first black player, a descendant of slaves, played his entire professional career blind in his right eye.
It was a slap shot from the point. The puck came up and hit me flat in the right eye and broke my nose.
O'Ree's surgeon said he'd never play hockey again, but within weeks he was back on the ice, striving for the NHL. He swore his family to secrecy and never told any team of his blindness.
I said, forget about what you can't see and just concentrate on what you can see.
What he couldn't see then was the enduring power of his example.
You can only imagine what he's been through.
Anthony Duclair plays forward for the Florida Panthers.
As a young black male playing hockey in a predominantly white sport, you don't see too many black athletes. Definitely motivated me, I would say, to make it to the NHL and try to, pass it on forward to the next generation for sure.
O'Ree has spent the last 25 years passing it forward to the next generation as one of the NHL's diversity ambassadors, bringing hockey to underserved minority communities.
This is what I tell these kids: you can do anything you set your mind to do, and don't let anybody tell you can't attain your goal if you feel strongly within your heart and within your mind, and never give up.
Willie did some of that outreach right here at Fort DuPont Ice Rink in Washington, D.C. Willie O'Ree is quite obviously a national hero. He's also a personal hero of mine. I grew up watching him play for the San Diego Gulls as a child in San Diego. Willie O'Ree inspired me to pick up the sport, and we have some photographic evidence of that. There you see it. Yours truly, age 14, fully suited up, San Diego skyline in the background. To meet Willie O'Ree was one of the great privileges of my life and an honor as a hockey player, a San Diegan, and an American. Gail?
Wow, yours truly still looking pretty good there, Major. You look fantastic.
And look good on the ice, too. Yeah, really
Major,
good.
don't go anywhere, but I want to go back to Willie O'Ree, and then I want to go back to Major's picture. Number one, Brian Mullen, who knows the thing about hockey in our studio, has been talking about Willie O'Ree for years.
Yep.
But it's something about when you see all of the things that he went through. In that interview, he seemed to downplay the racism that he experienced. Yes. And now he's talking about it, Major, which I also think is very healthy, and very important to do. Imagine what this man went through and was blind in one eye. Yeah. That's extraordinary.
Exactly. The blindness is one aspect of the story, but all the racial slurs and hostility he encountered, he knew he simply had to endure it. That was the only option. It was the only option for Jackie Robinson. It was the only option for Willie O'Ree. And he really didn't ever talk about it then. He's not so comfortable talking about it now. He will recognize it, acknowledge it, but say, I pushed through it, and I tell children from minority communities, don't worry about it. Pursue your dreams, work hard, believe in your heart that you can achieve things, and all things are possible.
And Major, can I say you look really good on skates, but I'm so glad you
got the skills. Yeah,
you still got skills. You got skills. And you were so cute.
I played as a child.
Very cute. You're still very cute.
I played as a child, and so that rink in San Diego, Willie's played there, I played there. He skated on this rink, I've skated on this rink, so it's all together.
Very cool.
Your competitions will start this week. Please be on the lookout for this year's rubric from Mr. Haynes.
We have another Nearpod for the whole school to participate in. Of course, I'm giving you guys the 4 minutes, of course, to watch the video and to post your comments on the online board. It's kind of cool that we can get the whole school to do it. That'd be fantastic. The code is JT7GZ. That's JT7GZ. And of course, it's on Nearpod. Enjoy.
History presentation on Monday, February 28th. It will start during period 5, intermission for class change. It will continue in period 6.
Literacy Week. We are excited to announce the Literacy Week at Congress Middle will take place on March 28th through April 1st. The literacy team has planned some fun and engaging activities for students at Cougar Middle School. Look out for more information and how you can be involved.
When you're too shy to ask questions. When you have a question past your teacher's bedtime. When they haven't used the quadratic formula in decades. When proofreading isn't their thing. When you're stressed and nothing makes sense. When you have a lot on your plate and could use a bit of help staying on track. There's paper. Paper provides students with unlimited 24/7 academic support. Our friendly tutors can help with anything that might be giving you trouble. Just say hello, let them know what you're working on, and one of our experts will help you out in real time. If you just need some feedback on your essay, Paper can help with that too. You can submit any written work to Essay Review. Just tell us what the assignment's about, and you'll get feedback within 24 hours. Compatible on all devices, Paper can help you no matter where you are. With unlimited, round-the-clock academic support, using Paper means making sense of school just got easier.
Use Paper. This platform allows for students to receive help in their core subjects with feedback from the Paper tutors.
Andy, when do you do your homework? Around 7 or 8 after school. Maritza, when do you do your homework?
Like at 7.
Allison, when do you do your homework?
About 6 or 7.
Giovanni, when do you do your homework? Did you hear all the different times all these kids do their homework? Imagine you could get help at any time of the day. Now, you have Paper.
Cougars, I hope you have a great Thursday. We'll see you in the hallways. And congratulations to our A and B honor roll students. See you there.